Ooh. So, hi guys, listen. Thank you for joining. I think I'm going to get close. Safely in Jersey, man. Good to hear from you. If you all don't know, What's Up Yaya has a awesome video on our YouTube channel. And that video was based on how to compromise. Powerful. 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 How you doing, guys? Yeah, man. So today, we've got Andrew Fuller on. We're looking at something quite heavy. As usual, we've got something quite heavy.
You're only getting half of your body.
You're only getting half of my body.
Huh?
What do you mean?
Right,
Oh, no, sorted now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So here we go. Charles, what are you saying, Charles? Miss you guys. You better come back quick. Let me hook up Andrew. And he's come. Sir,
Yes, big man.
you fix it on the bed before we reach.
Yeah, man. You know how it goes. Look all rough and everything.
Quarantine life, mate.
Yeah, man. Trust me.
Quarantine life. How you doing?
Hey, you can't complain, you know, okay, you know. Can't complain, bro, man, you know. A lot to give God thanks for. I'll be real. A lot. So I'm just grateful, man. Always look at the bright side of life. That's what the
Bro, how's quarantine life got you? I'm asking everybody this.
So wait. Hit me again.
How's quarantine life? Lockdown life?
To be fair, Kurt, man, you see before quarantine, right? The places that I used to go, bro, like I'm kind of still able to go during quarantine. Like running your own business is post office, family, you know, park, ministry, and I do a lot of online ministry. So for me, a lot has changed.
Yeah.
No. Some things have changed, but a lot has stayed the same. Yeah. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Everyone's got it different.
Yeah, I'm one of the lucky ones, to be fair.
Yeah. Everyone's got a different experience. Some people have just been at home anyway beforehand. Some of us are suddenly shocked with having to be with 1, 2, 3, 4 kids. And it's been a rocky road, but encouragement to everybody out there. In fact, what we're going to talk about today is going to be helpful for those of you who are struggling with stuff from the past and the present. Before we get into that though, my beard is a bit dry. I'm using my daughter's moisturizer.
Yeah.
It ain't good enough.
It won't be. It won't be. Baby girl's excellent, by the way. Listen.
Yeah.
But that's for hair on your head, innit, Kurt?
Come on, talk to me. I need something for my beard. It's no joke.
You know how it goes, man. You know how it goes, bro.
Oh man, it's in a metal case as well.
Yeah, man. So you know we're rolling like this. You know how it goes. You know.
Open up. Let me see what's in there.
Give me a sec. Let me open one up.
I need a fuller beard. Oh, well done, Monica. I need a fuller beard. You're gonna have to put up a link later on for this thing. Somebody put up a link for this beard balm, please.
Yeah, man. So basically, right now, I had to put the site down because quarantine's moving mad. So my plugs are not open. So it's all personal. If you need the hookup, hit me up directly. I'll get that out for you. You know how it goes.
You got PayPal or something, right?
All of that.
All right, cool. It's no problem. So
yeah, man.
I need something, man. This is, whatever I do, share butter. It's not working.
No, I got you, bro. My thing is a different thing. Trust me, bro.
So this is your full-time flex, right? You got
full time.
Come on, tell me about your full of beardness.
You know, started it 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, how it started was very, very simple. I've always been business orientated from school.
Hustle.
Always been a hustler. That will never change. Economic crashes and shortage of money and them things don't fear me, bro. They don't fear me, not even in the slightest. Because I always know that there's always a way to make money. And that's just, put spirituality aside, put God aside.
Yeah.
There's always a way to make money.
Yeah.
Period. And then bringing it into the spiritual sense, it's just that when I go through my broke times, I know that it's the times where God is trying to show me something.
Absolutely.
It's nothing to do with you're a bad guy or,
No.
The devil's bigger than God. It's just maybe you got to just learn something through this period,
This quarantine life is showing.
That's right.
Me more. Give me more hunger.
Yes.
I said to Anita when it first happened, because it happened progressively.
That's right.
But some people saw it coming, and they prepared for it.
Yeah.
And I said to Anita, you know what? Now's the time. Let's do that. And that's one of the reasons why this is running.
Yes.
You understand? And it's running intensely. And it was a wake up call to say, actually, this is the best time.
That's right.
That millennials and people from us who are Generation X, it's the best time for us to do business.
Wow.
To sit down, you have to concentrate, you have to focus. This is the time. Right. You are not going to get a better time.
That's right.
This is the last one.
It probably is. I believe so.
Yeah. For real. Wife, child, how they doing?
Excellent, man. Wifey was meant to be on here with me, but she owns her own company also, and she has just she's put something out there that I don't believe anyone's put out there yet. So because it's new, she makes it herself. So she literally makes the locks that she sells. She makes them herself, and it takes 3 hours just to do one lock. So she's been working doing that for the whole day. So even when you guys asked us, I kind of knew it would have been tough because she got a major order. So yeah, man, And that's because of quarantine, you must be boosting it up as well, isn't it? Yes, that's right. So like, the aim is for her thing to retire me and them things. You get me, Kurtz? Yeah. You get me? Cause I'm not one of them proud man them that I don't mind my wife being richer than me. No. I don't mind all of that. That's all good for me, Kurtz. You get me, fam? Yeah, man. Sweet. Let's go into it. Because there's not enough time. Yeah, man. I currently work in youth offending, right? Yes. As does Juanita. And over the years, you've heard this before, but I'm just introducing what we're dealing with, right? Over the years, originally, you just did an assessment of a young man. So a young man's committed a crime. And when they commit a crime, the youth offending team has to assess the young man or the young girl. And when we do that, back in the day, a lot of the assessment was just about the actual individual. However, a lot of the assessments now, they slightly vary from one another, but there's some main assessments that we have to do. And they have to look at the child and where they're coming from. If they have to go to court, there is a report that we have to fill out for court. How you doing, E, Mr. E? There's something we have to fill out for court. And you have to convince the judge that this child is not as bad as they seem on paper. Yeah, they've committed crime. But when we fill out this report, it's got to include anything about the child that we think is a mitigation to convince a judge, don't be too hard. Yeah. And this report includes things like single mom, no parents died, poverty, all of this, mitigation. I hope I said that.
all kinds of things.
Mm-hmm.
When we do that, we're representing the child in as a complete picture as possible.
Yeah.
If you miss that out, all you will see is the crime.
Yeah.
So what we don't want to do anymore is we don't want to look at the product or the byproduct.
That's right.
We want to look at everything.
Yeah.
So you said to me earlier on, you're a roots man.
Yeah.
What's the big topic for you right now as you study and as you work with young people and as you just minister? What's your big topic right now?
Trauma. That's it. Yeah.
When did you wake up to that topic?
3 years ago. To be precise, 3 years ago. Yeah. It's been trying to wake me up for over 10 years. But it actually woke me up 3 years ago.
How long have you been married now?
For 5 years.
5 years, yeah?
Yep, 6 years this year.
What's been trying to wake you up, man?
So it's like if there's like an Andrew that everyone sees, then there's the Andrew that I want everyone to see, you know. But then there's the real me. There's the real me. And it's like the real me it's like at war with the Andrew that I'm trying to make people see. Like a facade. I see people in public, they see, oh, you know, you guys are nice, this and that, you know, you're a nice guy, you're smiling, you're laughing, you're joking, you tell joke, all of that stuff. That's like, you know, that allows people to just leave it there. No one digs, no one's gonna pry, no one's gonna want to try and know the real me. And I've learned to live with that. Going to church all my life has taught me how to be fake. Please take that the right way, churchgoers. It's just taught me how to be. I know everybody's not being real.
We know this. We know this game.
Yeah, like, so man's gonna do the same thing. Like, man's got their issues, Curtis. And I've never learned how to address issues, period. No one's ever shown me that. I've been taught how to dodge, how to hide, how to recoil, how to act like you're strong, how to, you fall down, right, and your ankles bust, and you stand right up. No, I'm okay, it's okay, it's okay. So when you get married now, it's like a honeymoon thing. And then you get papow, badum. You get me? So 3 years ago, right, I realized if I keep on going down this road, it is going to be divorce. Some people are like, they might not say it as real like that, but I'm not, I'm me. I am telling you, it will be that. Like, not like I'm telling you, but I'm telling you that I'm telling me.
Yeah. You have to say that.
It will be that. Because I know me, Curtis, bro. I know me, bro.
You have to say that. You have to say it. Yeah.
You know, and then I look at it like this, Curtis, man. I got a little girl, so I have to change. Because I'm not allowing her to repeat me. Because if trauma is not transformed, you will transfer. And that's not opinion stuff. The thing about trauma, it's not opinion stuff.
Yo. Explain that.
Yeah, so if I don't address myself and face my pain and hash out and war with myself and get help, I will only transfer. It's very simple. Amira can only marry somebody like me. It's facts. That's not opinion as well. And if she doesn't, even if she doesn't, don't say, well, you see, Amira didn't marry someone like you. Those are not mathematics we can trust.
Yeah.
That is like a one-off.
That's crazy odds. We don't bet again.
Or a free-off.
Yeah.
But, you know, the science men let us know this. I'm talking of men like Dr. Eric Nestler, right? Dr. Eric Nestler is the probably second or third in the world leading scientist when it comes down to addiction, period. And I said, Curtis, that therapy, excellent. Counseling, excellent. But I had to want it.
Yeah.
Therapy tells you that. Therapy don't change your life, or counseling. It shows you things like, whoa.
Shows
That's
you.
why I'm like, raw. Oh, so it's not her. It's not her.
Yeah.
Raw. It doesn't make you change though. So I thank God for putting it in me. You know, Fuller, if you don't change, bro, the whole set's gonna blow up. And then you're gonna find someone else. And then go over it again.
Yeah. Carry on.
Yeah. So it's like, imagine talking on a mirror again, right? A mirror learns the standard of love through me. Like, she learns if she wants my attention, but I don't give it to her, I'm always busy. Even if I'm buying her clothes every week, and I'm buying her jewels every week, and I'm taking her to Fort Park every week, in my mind, I'm seeing her childhood as a success. But what my baby needs is a time in, if that makes sense. She needs time. She needs a time in. Like, she needs daddy.
Yeah.
That's what she needs. But Curtis, bro, I didn't have that growing up, my bro.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that stuff. Men, I believe, we are so powerful, but we can't be powerful if we don't face our pain, bro.
Okay.
We can't. I had to admit these things, Curtis. I'm married. There was a time in my marriage, and I'm still on that road where I'm getting way better. Affection is not my language, bro. It is not what I didn't even see it. It's like French to me. So man's like, oh, Andrew's not affectionate. It's not that I'm not affectionate. My heart wants to be affectionate.
It won't come out.
And that's where men get a bad rap.
Let's talk about that for a minute.
Yes, hit me.
You have to talk about it for a minute, because that's how I still am.
Yeah.
But I thank God when He is seeing through it.
Yes, that's right.
But that doesn't mean I must get away with it. I must push through. Yeah.
No, that's
but
right.
I'm not wired that way, and I never saw it.
Yeah.
I'm not blaming nobody else now. It's on me now.
That's right.
And here I am, all these years, struggling with a lot of conflict to say, this man don't love me.
Wow.
She must have felt that.
Yeah.
What is a man when it comes to emotions and affection? Answer that.
So for me, Curtis, right, I was always looking and searching for the love of my dad. I wanted to be accepted. And for a long time, I didn't think I was accepted. I didn't think I was wanted. Didn't. But my dad wanted me. But the language that he was talking.
Yeah.
So when he was saying, I want you, he was saying it.
Yeah.
But my language was not his language. What parents have to understand is that when you have a child, it's not about you. It's not about you. It's about where they are. Because how you've grown already, even though you're still growing, you're an adult, you're still growing. No, but their growth right now is pivotal. Like, their growth you can't afford to mess their growth up, because things don't get undone like that. If that makes sense. Like, you can't just turn around and say 7 years is it's okay. We can just wait till they're 14 and then start loving them properly. It don't work like that. So when I went to school, Curtis, right, 100%, I'll be honest with you. Like, I was searching still. So I'm in school now, and I like girls. So I'm going to go and try and find the love. I get the love. Then I'm thinking, yeah, this went left. I ride out. But I'm still searching. So I go again. And again. And again. And again. And again. Just like the hood brothers and the youth offenders, right? They make mistakes. We're not bypassing their mistakes. But if you only meet them to try and fix them at their failure and bypass why they make their failings, you are just as bad as them. Facts. You can't just write off brothers who never ever had the mandate to do what is right. And anyone that thinks different, I promise you, they'll be saying it from what they've read maybe, or what they've heard. But I'm not talking from what I've read or from what I've heard. I'm talking from what I've lived. It's a bit deeper than that. Or people might think different because maybe they've been hurt by someone. So, no, I agree that men hurt people and women hurt people too. But these are byproducts of the real pain.
Yeah.
So I was addicted on bare things, Curtis, bro. And I was thinking, oh, right, I'm a bad person. Man's addicted to bare things. It wasn't even about the addiction, my bro. It was just me trying to find the pain relief. That was it.
Yeah.
That was it. You know, everyone who is addicted has gone through trauma, but not everyone who has gone through trauma will be addicted.
That's right.
That's another scientific fact as well. If anyone wants some receipts, I can get that. You know, this is not avid readers of trauma therapy. This is book stuff. People who studied this for over 25 years, you know, had practices for 25 years, right? Bruce Lipton, you know, a very, very, very famous doctor out there, he said that. He's like, listen, guys, man, every patient he has ever worked with to do with drugs and alcohol, they've all got the same story. They've been traumatized. He says, bar none, Curtis. No, Curtis, bro. That's not a game, bro. Bar none.
Yeah. 25
years of practice. And every drug, everyone that was on crack cocaine was traumatized.
Yeah.
The biggest problem, we always talk about racism. Listen, I'm for that. We always talk about, you know, economics and the government and politics. I'm like, guys, are you missing the point? I promise you right now, the biggest problem right now that faces our society is trauma. That's my opinion.
People taking their eye off the ball.
Yeah.
If you've got a quarter of women being sexually abused that we know of,
mm-hmm.
and we don't know how many that it hasn't happened to, then you know you're going to have a bunch of children on the street who have a mother who has been broken, because that one mother is going to give birth to 1, 2, 3, 4 kids, and they're going to go out there bearing her weight of her expression of things she hasn't dealt with. That's a lot of people, and each one of those kids give birth to 1, 2, 3 more, carrying on this behavior.
That's right.
Of, what's the word? Escapism.
Yes, that's right. That's the key word.
Let me smoke something. I just watched the divorce court. I love watching divorce court. I just watched a divorce court, and this couple got together and they got 13 kids between them. I must be about 7 or 8 different women and men between these 13 kids. And they've been married 17 years and they don't get on. And all I could see was, what have you guys not dealt with? Look at the way you're behaving. Both unemployed. It's sad. Because I could look at them and gun them. I'll give you an experience, man. I was in a park. Went for a walk. We live next door to a park.
Yes.
Saw this brother lying down on the grass, out. I walked up to him. I thought, you know what? I bet he's a drunkard. But I thought, just in case, let me walk up to him, see if he's still alive. This was last week. I walked up to the brother and he was breathing just about.
Wow.
And I thought, okay, he's just drunk. I could see he was out. He was red and everything, right? And this other guy walks up and says, yeah, look at all these crackheads all around there. It's out of order, innit? I looked at the brother and I thought, where do I start with you? Whereas what I saw was, why is he drinking?
Right.
You feel me?
Yes.
What are you saying?
That's the two things, right? That's what happens when you're working with people who look at things on face value.
Yeah.
The church made that mistake.
Yeah.
Schools make that mistake.
Yeah.
Prison make that mistake.
Yeah.
A lot of institutions make this mistake. Right? They look at people, they're drinking, right off. Crack cocaine, right off. Think about this, Curtis, right? Very, very quickly, right? People that smoke cigarettes, right? It's as addictive as crack cocaine, right? Watch this, right? It's an addiction. It kills, right? Both of them kill. But why do you think people that smoke crack get a worse rap?
Social acceptance.
That's right.
Stigma.
And it's visible. They visibly look messed up.
Oh, yeah.
They visibly look like they smell sometimes, but that wasn't the crack. It was the crack that led them to a place where they don't have a shower no more. That's another problem. It's not necessarily the crack that did that like that, if that makes sense. My point is, right, you could be a billionaire. You can be a billionaire, right? Smoking cigarettes, and nobody's going to see you and say, look at you, you're an addict. Look at you. You see that, Curtis? My point is, bro, yeah, compassion is nowhere. Do you know, Curtis, right? In Portugal, the drug rate went down like crazy down. Do you know what they implemented?
Do I know what?
Do you know what they implemented? So they
legalized
changed their methods. They changed their methods in approaching the drug addicts, and in the rehab centers. They didn't make it about. They didn't make them a number. They took away the judgment. They took away the stigma, and they made them feel like they're somebody. Guess why, Curtis? Because they are somebody. They are somebody. So literally, the drug rate went down because people were reached where they were, but they were judged not based on what they were doing. They have a name. They are someone. And when that person who was under the influence, right, who was addicted, when they saw that you care for me, I am someone. Remember, Curtis, bro, it ain't about the drug. It's about the fact that they've never felt that period. They've never felt that period. So when they go to rehab and they come out and they go back to the drugs, right, it's like a cycle. They go to prison, they come out, now they can't get a job.
Yes, right. It's America.
They can't get a job.
It's England.
They go downhill, right? And then the other one, Curtis, bro, in regards to the fact that the alcoholics and the drug addicts, when they're on the road and we come to them and we look at them and say to them, yo, man, look at you. You're just a druggie. Curtis, bro, the word trauma is from the Greek word, right? Wound, right? Trauma is a wound. It's a wound, bro. That's why there's a father wound. There's a mother wound. There's a wound, right, that men have because of no fathers. Mothers weren't there. Abuse in the home. Trauma is a wound. And when you're wounded, Curtis, if you don't treat that wound, it gets reopened every time. So if you just leave it, what if you bump it on the side? It's gonna bust open again. So a lot of us get married, right? We get in relationships, right?
Come on, this is it now.
And then what happens is this, Curtis, right? We bump the wound. Your wife regularly. And we react, right? There's something called implicit memory, right? Implicit memory is when my dad used to shout at me at 10 years old and send me to my room after a beating. And I used to hate him. When my wife shouts at me for not doing the dishes, I don't see it as the dishes. I see it as you just beat me because she's my dad now. So when my wife shouts, my brain doesn't see it as wifey. My brain receives it as daddy because there's a connection. The shouting has become a part of my brain waves and my brain makeup. When somebody shouts now, I switch, Curtis, I switch, bro. And they're thinking, brother, why is it that you're switching like that? And that's implicit memory, right? When it's like, we call it triggers, but we have to go deeper than triggers. Triggers is just the term. It's called implicit memory, right? When you're triggered, it's because you went through a phase in your life where something happened to you and you have connected that person of your pain. You've now put the person you love on their same level. Your brain sees it like that. And that's why healing has to take place. And we can talk about that later on.
And this is what my next question was, right? And it's born in a statement. We will see the reactions of others as the enemy.
Yes, that's right.
Whereas, please continue. Whereas,
yes. So like, I just like giving examples, Curtis, man. You know, so when someone hurts me, I react. Even when my wife does something a bit mad, I go into my shell because my traits are more like my mother, because I was always with my mother, Curtis. I wasn't rolling with my daddy, Curtis, bro. So my mother's traits are like my traits. I remember seeing my mom crying sometimes, alone sometimes. I didn't even know what I was taking on, but imagine this, Curtis, now. Then Chantel might do something, right? You know, we both do things. We both shout sometimes. We both, every marriage is like that. But when Chantel does something a bit wrong in my mind, even if it's the smallest thing, Curtis, bro, that's like 3 days in quarantine now, my bro. Chantel's like, come man, let's talk about it, man. And I'm like,
I want to talk.
I'm like, And I'm walking around, you know, Curtis, making the tension thick, you know, on purpose, my bro. Because I want her to know, you see what you done to me? Now, Curtis, bro, you see them traits there, my guy?
Bro.
That is some deadly traits. Because when I see someone that's wronged me, bro, I will be stubborn until the...
Curtis, that's straight devil business, man.
Yes. But Curtis, I need to break down something as to why these things happen. And I was meant to break this down before. And I want people to understand this, right? This is not my opinion again. Go research Bruce Lipton's theory on the honeymoon period, right? The honeymoon phase. So the reason why, Curtis, right? When you are meeting someone for the first time, your conscious mind, right, is what is leading your communications. So when you come to my house, my wife comes to my house, my girlfriend, she sees me cooking. She's like, wow, this is husband material. Wow, he's cooking for me. I take her out to dinner. I open the car for her. She's like, wow, this is the guy, man. You know, wow. You know, he's taking me out to all the big restaurants. Wow, this brother loves me. And then we get married now, Curtis, bro. We get married now, fam. And then it's like everyone says the same old story.
Everyone.
What happened to that man? Where did that man come? My wife come into the house, Curtis, right? And said, yo, babe, I've had a long day. What, there's no dinner?
Come on.
Man's like, yo, listen, man, there's some microwave food in the freezer, baby. Like, come on, man. Like, you get me, Curtis. So, hear my point, Curtis, bro, yeah? The reason for that is this, bro. The subconscious mind is where the brain registers habits, right? Programs. This is where we are programmed. So when you're driving, Curtis, bro, you don't have to second guess that no more. Have you ever thought about that, Curtis, bro? When you're driving, bro, you can be on your phone, bro, you can be talking to Juanita, and you're still driving though, Curtis, bro. The reason why that's possible, Curtis, bro, because that's a program.
You have to think about it.
You don't have, that's why it's called the subconscious mind. It's the habits and the traits that we don't even think that we're doing.
Not aware of it. That's
right. So in a relationship that's not marriage, guess what part of the mind we're dealing with, bro?
This part.
The conscious mind.
Yeah.
That part of the mind is called conscious.
Yeah.
It's your wishes, your dreams, and your desires. In other words, Curtis, I get up in the morning, I am able to see my girlfriend at 3 p.m. knowing that I only see her once a day. So what I'm going to do, bro, I'm going to give her the wishes and the dreams and desires. In other words, I'm going to give her the best of me, but it's only when she lives with me and she's actually with me that is when my programs come out.
She see the subconscious Andrew.
Who you really are.
The subconscious Andrew. Just what you're going to see.
And that is who you really are, Curtis.
That's it. That is true.
So here's the example, Curtis, right? Yeah. A child is like an iPhone with no programs. 1 to 7, the brain is in a state called theta, right? Now, theta is the brain frequency in an adult where you are sleeping. Now, you know when you are sleeping, you are unconscious, but you are still alive, right? So the Marines and the Soviet Union, the armies in those times, right? They used to hypnotize their soldiers and kind of brainwash them to put a lot of data in their mind overnight.
Yeah.
They used to do that when they were sleeping.
Yeah.
Do your research. Forget Andrew Fuller. Do your research, right? 1 to 7, The child's brain is in that, bro, that's where the brain is. That's why children, when they're riding on the broomstick, they really believe it's a horse. No, literally, like if you see your kids playing at from 1 to 7, right? Bro, when they're playing with their dollies, bro, if you ever see a Mara, bro, a Mara actually believes her. Okay, at nighttime, she prays for her. So her teddy, she's like, no, daddy, it's time for Bethany to pray. I'm like, oh my days, baby, Bethany is not real.
What story, man?
She's like, no, daddy. And then what she does, she'll put on another voice and pray like it's Bethany. My point is, that's theta, bro. Everything is real. Everything is real to the child. So watch this, Curtis, right? 1 to 7, bro. Why do you think the Jesuits said, give me a child, give me a boy from 1 to 7, and I will show you the man. So this is the issue now. Guess when theta breaks, Curtis? 8, 9 years old. After 7 years old. So guess what happens now, Curtis, bro? The programs are solidified. If there's peace in the home, if there's love in the home, if there's affection in the home, if there's smiling in the home, if there's hugs in the home, if there's kisses, if there's affirmation in the home, that is when it says train up your child in the way they should go. It's not about a Bible or a text or a Quran or bringing them to church. That doesn't mean anything, right? It's about the parents who are showing the child what love looks like.
Yeah.
So watch it now, Curtis, bro. Guess what happens when from 1 to 7 they get anger? They never see daddy and mommy kissing or hugging. They're always hearing shouting. So I'm going to be honest with you. Chantal don't mind me saying this. Chantal might raise her voice, right? She's not doing it to abuse me, you know, right? And she's not raising it at me. She's gone through a circumstance where it's upset her. It wasn't even about me. And she's just shouting. Let's say she's like, oh, what happened here? I'm not even in the room, Curtis, bro. Do you know, Curtis, bro, that I start getting scared? So if Chantel was on the phone having an argument, I start getting scared and I start panicking. Because this is implicit memory. This is that experience is a trigger. Yeah. It reminds me of my pain place. So what happens now? I snap. Now imagine being from the roads, being physical. Imagine why now you see a lot of men and women who are physical. I'm not bypassing the physical abuse. What I'm saying is this, Curtis, bro. Men who go down that road, there is something that their wife or their spouse is doing or saying that's reminding them of their daddy who battered them. So when they're battering their wife, they're not battering their wife, they're battering their daddy. That's why many of these guys, right, they even go so far to commit suicide. Do you know why that is, Curtis, bro? And they leave and they can't get over it. Because after the ordeal, Curtis, they're back and they realize, oh my days, this wasn't even me. This wasn't even what I wanted to do. And Curtis, this is why compassion to everyone is needed. Because there are men who have made mistakes like that. Am I saying this right, Curtis? No. But if you're going to work on healing someone, you have to see past their things. Bro,
this is it. I just wanted to just make sure we're covering it, right? When we look at our partner's behavior, we want to fight that.
Yes, that's right.
We want to punish that.
Yes, that's right. That's true.
Right? But that is still, even for us as the victim, the unconscious mind governing our feelings.
Yes.
Whereas if we're conscious about it, what will we see?
So if you're conscious, right, you understand that it's not your wife, really.
Right.
It's not. Stop looking at things at face value. You have to understand that we've all been through some sort of trauma. Even if it's light, a lot of us have been through trauma. And if we don't address it, Curtis, it's like Tourette's, bro. out of nowhere, it could just pounce on you. Like, imagine I come home, Curtis, right? Chantal hasn't done anything wrong. And I come home. And I'm actually happy, Curtis. And I come home. And I'm just sad for the whole day. I'm just sad for the whole day. I don't know why. No. I know why. But what I'm saying is I'm telling you the story. I'll come home. And then Chantal's happy. And I'm just down in the dumps, bro. Curtis, it's very simple why. When I was younger, I never came home happy.
Yeah.
Never. So Curtis, why are you shocked? So spouses need to understand each other. End of story. My job is to be so transparent that when I am acting up, Chantal can look past my acting up and look at the pain. So instead of her slapping me, she'll give me a hug.
But what do you look? Talking to Andrew, right? I'm gonna ask you to be even more transparent.
Yep.
What does Andrew? You used to come home. I think that was you. You were talking about yourself there. You used to come home and then you're unhappy.
Yeah.
What does Andrew need?
What Andrew needs, bro, do you mean in that time? In that time, I don't need, and let me just say this straight. This does not mean that what I need right now makes my position right. No. You get that though, Curtis, right? So this is not, Chantal, you see when I'm like that? This is what you have to do. And no. It's just where I am, Curtis, bro. Because I'm here, what I need, Curtis, is just be there. Don't be overbearing. So for those husbands or wives who come home sometimes and they don't know why they're upset. They don't know why they're moaning. And when your spouse sees that, what they now do, they see it as, you don't even care about me. They see it as, how can you come home and not wanna talk to me? How can you come home and just be quiet? So communication. Right. Communication. Right.
Say something, man.
So now when she sees you like that, she's like, you know what? This is my best friend. I know what I'll go on. Let me just give it some space. It's cool. Just communication. There's no solution. You can't change. She can't change me. And then the more and more she understands me, the reason why that's dangerous is because even if she approaches me right, and she keeps on doing the right thing when I come home angry. So let's say I came home angry every day, and she done the right thing though, and then 5 minutes later I was okay. That ain't the solution, bro. This is just the spare tire. We need to get the original tire back. Now, getting the original tire back means this. While I am getting help as Andrew, while I'm getting therapy and counseling, and while I am facing my pain, this is the Andrew you got to be dealing with. Sometimes I'm going to come home and be a bit, not want to talk to nobody. Even though I am like that, I am getting help while I am being a mess. There is no problem in being a mess. We're all a mess. There is nobody on this live who ain't a mess. I could care less who you are. Humble yourself. You're a mess. Facts. That ain't the point. The point is, are you willing to get help while being a mess? That's the thing, Curtis. There are people who think, right, they have to be at a certain place before they can get help. Big man, don't allow your mess or your pain to make you think that help can't help you. If that makes sense. So while you're hurting and while you are hurting people, if your wife is putting up with that person without you getting help, mark my words, she will get tired and leave one day. I'm telling you.
Come on.
Or she will stay.
Or she will stay.
Just not be with you anyway.
Marriage is over, but you're still living together.
Yeah, that's rubbish. So for me and Chantal, why I rate both of us, we're not perfect, but we fight. And we are real. So when there's beef, there's beef. There's no hiding. There's no, I didn't know you were going through that. No. And that's why I'm happy. People think marriage is all about, look at them. Why are they so happy all the time? Don't be fooled. I am wise enough now to know, Curtis, bro. When I see married couples smiling up the place, you're not fooling me. That doesn't mean you're not happy, you know.
No, I know what you're saying.
But don't
But
come around here with your big smile and make it seem
no,
like man's all
come on.
perfect, please.
No, hold on. We know it's not all like that. That's what you're really saying. It's
Yeah,
not all
that's all I'm saying. But I'm saying this, Curtis, though. People need to slow down and start being real with the people then. Because when I was young in marriage, I was jealous of every couple.
for real.
Because I'm seeing only my pain. I'm looking at every other person's happiness only. And if we're a family and I'm getting some Nike cheap ones, but I'm seeing the man them rolling with some big Pradas and Balenciagas, I'm thinking, hold up, big man. Why are you man always wearing Balenciagas and Pradas? Why is it that man can't even afford them things there, but you man are just rolling with them normally? So what I'm gonna do is keep on trying to get the Balenciagas, and then when I can't get it, I'm gonna blame my wife and say, look at Curtis's wife. She's happy. Why aren't you happy? Why can't you be more like Solomon's? No, why can't you be more like Marsha's husband Solomon? And what you don't know, right, is Marsha's husband Solomon is getting the same. Why can't you be more like Andrew?
Listen,
There is someone trying to be me.
listen.
That I'm
And you trying to be somebody else as well. Yeah.
Trust me, transparency. More men got to come together and rap. More
Hold
men
on.
got to come together and speak together.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. We've got a question.
Yeah.
I'm reading these questions and listening to you. Say, what about people or partners that say, I've never been open with anyone. I deal with things internally or by myself.
Yeah, change that. That's just telling me what I just said there. That's where you are. That's where I am. I just said it. If you're in your mess, that's okay.
Yeah.
But if you want to have a happy marriage,
yeah,
you have to change it.
How
do you change it? You go to the places where you know you can get change. And you do the things that you know if you do it habitually, it can change. And that's what I want to speak on for now, Curtis, a little bit. About how do we change that? How do you practically change that?
Okay.
Just 2 minutes literally, Curtis, right?
Go on, man.
If you're driving a Tesla, it's an electric car.
Yeah.
Right? And you program. So these are the cars where you program in the sat nav and you can go into the back of the car. And the car is programmed to go to the destination. But what if, Curtis, you forgot your wallet at home? What can you just be like, oh, I want to go home? Don't miss it, Curtis. I want to go home. That's wishes, dreams, desires.
Okay.
So let's look right there. When men are doing bad stuff and they're trying to change and they can't change, they're like, I want to be happy. I want to love my wife. I want to be affectionate, but I can't be affectionate. And they try and try. And they fail, right? That ain't the solution. Let me tell you why, Curtis. They are programmed to be like that. No, Curtis, if you have an iPhone and there's no apps, then you're
Can't do nothing.
But you download apps. There is an app in your brain of non-affection. Like, so, okay, the affection app is not there. It ain't been downloaded.
Yeah.
So what you Curtis, right? The only way, right, to get the car to go back to the house is by programming.
Yeah.
The black community don't even talk about this. Even massively, we don't. We do, but it's in pockets. So what does that look like, Curtis? Right now, in science, right, the solution is hypnosis. Right, literally, there are companies out there, doctors that promote this, right, where they go through a period where they'll program the mind. They can do it in the nighttime. There's books, there's apps. Now, I opt for the I want to be a part of my change. You get me, Curtis, bro? The hypnosis, I'm not even knocking those that, go down that route. But there's another route that science says is more prevalent for your growth.
Pause.
Yes.
So, it's going to cut off after an hour, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to cut it here.
Yep.
And I want to know about that route, that second route.
Yes. And that's
right.
The answer.
Right. We're gonna end this one, guys. I'm gonna start this up in about 10 seconds. Hook up, And he'll be here in a minute. Andrew will be here in a minute.
Yeah.
Speak to you in a bit, bro.
Ooh. Education. Kizzy. I'm a Essie. Lynchy Wonderland. Is that right? Lynchin Wonderland. Fuller's back. I think should I let him on? Should I let him on if people ain't even here yet? I'm waving to you. Kyra. Gemma Stone. XMS. Let me hook him up. It's rude. Let me hook him up.
Miss Dolphin. Raphael. Sounding low.
No, now you're back, Curtis, bro. You're back now.
Yeah. Second.
Yeah. So this is the big one, Curtis, right? And I was like, wow. Are you being serious? Is this the solution that science has given us? The solution that we found from our forefathers years ago but we've never just applied it. We just don't apply it.
Apart from his hypnosis.
That's right. And hypnosis
this is the one.
But hypnosis isn't even the most powerful one.
Okay.
The one that science can bank on for change, Curtis. This is facts. This is not opinion, guys, right? It's how let me just give you this guys a book, right? I want to throw a book in there, right? It's Atomic Habits, right? Atomic Habits. I know the name of the writer, but I hate when this happens to me. It's just left me. But just this book breaks down systems, Curtis, right? And it's the mindset of if your room is messy, Curtis, what's the solution?
Tidy it up.
Now, Now the problem with that answer is that if your room is messy and you tidy your room, you've made the problem the room. So you've
made the problem the solution. Is that what you're saying?
Your actions was to find a solution for the room.
Okay.
But the room is just the room.
Yeah.
The room didn't dirty itself.
I feel you.
So when you're tidying the room, right, the room can't talk back or do anything. Who messied the room? You messied the room. So the solution to a messy room is nothing to do with the room. It's everything to do with you.
Yeah.
Billionaire trait number one is that all billionaires say the same thing. We started out by tidying our rooms. Get up in the morning and make our beds.
Yeah.
That's billionaire trait number one. If you can make your bed every day after 90 days. Yeah, not the little 30 days where they say that's a habit. That's a habit, but 90, go for 90 days. Yeah, 90 days, do your bed every morning. What you have just done, right, is you have taught your brain system, structure, strategy.
Discipline.
It's not about feelings
or
emotions.
Yeah.
This is who I am. You see? So watch it, Curse, right? Solution number two is basically solution number one, but I had to say hypnosis first, right? So it's very, very basic. Very, very simple. If I was a young child and me being miserable, me being angry, me fighting in school, it did not just happen overnight, Curtis, bro. Those were programs, bro. Those were things that happened to me time and time again. All of the licks, Curtis, bro. All of the licks with no explanation. Anger being poured into me is anger that I have to let out. Programs. No remorse, no peace, no happiness, right? Not saying I love you, Curtis, right? Not saying thank you and please. Programs. What I saw, what I observed. So as adults, here is the difference. We're not children. We're not spongy as 1 to 7 theta, right? We're not spongy. Remember, children are like a sponge. They observe, right? In other words, children they follow observed behavior. But adults don't just observe and change. That's what children do. But what gets adults on this right road, Curtis, and it's very simple. And I have to tell you in an analogy. And the reason why I'm giving you an analogy is because I can't just tell you some philosophy. I want to tell you this is facts because I've lived it and I've proven this facts. I'm going to start with one analogy outside the home, Curtis, and then inside the home, right? I have bad road rage, or should I say, Leif, my witness, if he's online, I had bad road rage. I'm not talking about road rage where you, no. I'm talking about get out my car and open your door. That road rage, Curtis. Where man's going to do an appointment for the Lord and the driver is acting up. On the motorway, Curtis, there was one time I overtook a man in the fast lane because this man, I was late and I'm flashing him and he's not passing, Curtis, right? And he's slowing down, Curtis, now. So I overtook this man. I went in front of him, angrily, by the way, as well. Curtis, guess what I did, Curtis?
Jam your brakes.
On the motorway.
What you do?
I stopped my car. On the motorway, Curtis. Now, Curtis, this is very, very serious. It's not bragging, you know. This is not me. I'm not proud of that. I just done something that deep down, I'm telling you, I would never have done in my right mind. But because of my programs and how I've grown, the amount of fights I've had, Curtis, the amount of bullying man's done, the amount of robbing I've done, the amount of hearts I've broken, the amount of pain I've had. So when someone comes to do that to me now, Curtis, bro, big man, that's like a whole heap of whirlwind of trauma saying, Fuller, are you going to have that, big man? No? Watch it, Curtis, now. Solution time, Curtis, bro. Programming. The brain needs to experience another way. The brain doesn't know about sorry, Curtis, or turn the other cheek. So how do we train the brain, Curtis? This is how we get this done. Practically. That's why I'm giving you the story, because I can say it, but let me just cut to the practical solution, right? Every time I get into my car, Curtis, I have to understand that this is warfare for me. Because I have to understand that I am first an angry person. I have to admit that, Curtis. I have to know my machinery. I have to know what I'm dealing with and who I'm dealing with. A lot of men don't own who they are. They don't admit who they are. I have to first admit and say, Andrew, you are a menace to society. Woo, what? Huh? Yeah. I got to admit that, bro. Then I said, Curtis, man, I'm going to get into my car, turn off one extra. That's me. This is just me. It's just me. I can't listen to my vinyls no more. I can't listen to the music. Hear me now. This is not a debate about music being right or wrong. This is just that's what it is. Where my mind is. It's where my mind is. Yeah. So when I'm listening to a couple of these drill artists, not because I chose to, but it's on the radio. It's like they're putting me into this mold, Curtis, right? Of kind of, I am, you know, I'm kind of edgy. I'm driving fast now. And then now my mind is all over the place. Curtis, what I had to do, number one, I had to put on some soft music or listen to the radio. Just listen to someone talking. So while I'm driving now, I'm thinking, okay, step number one, right? My environment in the car while I'm driving is changing. It was hard, Curtis. I was like, I want some bass. I want some hype. But I said, no, driving is for commuting. Don't make it your life. Don't do too much. So I needed to understand what driving was all about. So I now put on my classical music, Curtis, now. And I was like, listen, I was driving, Curtis, now. One day I'm doing it, 2 days, 3 days, 1 week now. It's not that I love classical music. It's that when I'm driving, I get triggered. So I've got to like fight against the things fighting against me. So now I am building a habit, Curtis, right? When I get into my car, classical music, right? I will pray before I get in my car, right? I will make sure that I don't drive angry, Curtis, right? Now that's become a habit now, Curtis, bro. When I get in my car now, Curtis, I remember the days where I was driving, going mad, speeding, overtaking, jump out of the car, Curtis, bro. In 1 month, I kid you not, 1 month, I was driving through Earls Court. and the driver did something worse than when I was in the motorway. Curtis, do you know Curtis, right? I literally said to the brother, because he looked at me, you know, like to say, I'm so sorry. Usually I bite off man's head, you know, for that, Curtis, you know. Do you know that I actually said to the brother, don't worry. I was like, don't worry, man. Have a good day. Have a good day. My point is this, Curtis, bro. Habits. You have to form habits that promote the person you are trying to be. You Curtis, now that's outside the house. How did I change my life in that sense? That was a big habit, Curtis. I couldn't stop. What I had to do, Curtis, bro, was recognize I could kill someone or get killed. I have a daughter. She needs me to come home.
Bro.
Then I had to do what was necessary. Someone told me, Andrew, get in the car and put on classical music. It is hard to lick someone down listening to Beethoven.
Straight.
That's just me, Curtis. I'll be real with you, bro. So that started to get me calm, Curtis, and I'm driving. I'm peaceful now. I'm just calm. It wasn't even about the driving. It's about me. You see, Curtis? But now let me get closer to home. Chantel, don't mind me saying this. Because I am way better now. But I'm going to be honest with the people. There was a time when Chantel said, I love you, right?
Say that again.
There was a time when Chantel said, I love you. There was a time, right? Back in the day when Chantel said, I love you, baby. I used to be like, yeah, man, I love you too, man. You know, I love you too, you know. I'd be like, Curtis, listen to me very carefully, bro. Saying I love you, there was a time where saying I love you was the most cringiest thing in the world for me. Like every time it came to my mind, I was like, do you know why, Curtis, bro? It is not a program, bro. I am not programmed to be this way. So men, stop thinking that you don't love your wives. Stop thinking that you're a bad person. Stop thinking that you are now a bad husband. No.
Stop thinking that you're not in love.
Yes, you are in love. But that's not how you show your love. So I said this, Curtis, right? Marriage is not about Chantel for me or what Chantel does for me. Marriage is about how can I please my wife? How can I make my wife better? How can I big my wife up? What she likes, I want to do it because she likes it and I love her. So guess what I did for that one, Curtis, bro? Hey, man, then thank me later, you know. I'm being real because if I can get over this, so can you. I'm telling you, Curtis, I was the worst, bro. Chantel would come to give me a hug back in the day, yeah. Big man, I would struggle to put my arms around Chantel.
Bro, pause.
Yeah.
Let's make them wait for this, right? Question.
Yeah,
how you get married? And I'm not asking you like I don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're talking to someone who knows what you're talking about.
Yes.
How you get married and can't do that?
Because this is what it is, Curtis, right? The honeymoon period is where you see the best in your spouse. So you know that in the mind where like it's there, they have it. Me and Chantel both said, we were laughing and joking. We were like, you wasn't like that when we were dating back in the day.
Yeah.
And I was like, you weren't like that back in the day either. And then we got married, but it's okay because marriage is the place where now we are locked in because we deep down love each other. But God knows this is the place where you're now going to learn who you both really are. But I need people to be on this journey who love each other because it's going to be a rocky road.
Come on.
Right? So marriage is not about finding the one who is most compatible for you, you know? Everyone always uses this thing where it's like, he's got my love language. The problem with love languages, and don't let me bypass my main point, Curtis, about the in-house solution, but the problem with love languages is this. People would assume, right, that my love language is not affection now. Just because I am not able to do it physically. But we broke down in science, your wishes and desires are to be affectionate. Does that make sense? But your subconscious mind doesn't possess the ability to do it. So don't just be quick to say that that ain't my love language because I don't like it or because I can't do it. No, Chantel might want to love me a certain way, right? That I don't really want to be loved that way. But love goes deeper because our love languages are built based on our traumas. Do you guys get that?
Partly, yeah. It's partly built on that.
Partly, of course it is. Because my love
That's
language
true.
is based
I like
on the
that.
fact. The reason why I don't like certain things, Curtis, is not just because it's my love language and I chose it. Big man, I didn't choose this.
You're a product.
I'm a product, my guy. So let's not just put all the eggs in the love language basket, because there is a power to heal so that we can grow and we can learn. You can learn a love language because the principle is love. That's the principle. The language is the easy part. Love is the content. The language is how we communicate it. So if you have the love, then you can learn how to communicate it in many different ways. So when me and Chantal got married, we knew we loved each other. That was it. Hallelujah. There was a whole heap of wild stuff, but the fact that we loved each other was the cushion. It was the cushion that made me say, if I didn't love you, I would have been gone. But because I love you, watch this, right? Do you know, Chantel has shown me so much, and vice versa. I've shown her bad stuff. She's shown me bad stuff. But guess what? I love her more. How does that make sense, Curtis, bro? Why is it that I love my wife more when we're going through hard times and we get through that and I'm like, you're still not the person that I need right now, so to speak, 100%, but I love you. I love you. My wife is like, you're still not doing the things that I need you to do all the time, but I love you.
Come on.
So my point is, Curtis, now back to the main point.
In-house.
Right? In the house, right? Chantal loves affection. And I'm like, yo, big man, that's not an offense. Curtis knows I talk road, right? I'm not calling Chantal big man. Yeah. I don't say that. But I'm just talking, right?
Yeah.
Yo, this ain't easy for me. Watch it, Curtis. The reason why it's okay that I can build this habit, because I know that at my core, I love her. So it's not me being fake. Don't miss that, Curtis, bro. There are people who are doing things based on habit, and it's just a habit.
It's dead.
It's dead. But the principle of habits is that if I love Chantel anyway, like I know I love her, don't feel bad that you are going out of your way to do something habitually. You know, I've got to wake up and do this. Don't see it as, no, but that's just unnatural. What do you mean wake up and do this? Let me break it down. On my phone, Curtis, right? Don't laugh too hard, Curtis, you know, my bro.
I can't promise you that, though.
All right, say no more. Laugh who you laugh. You're my big bro anyway. It's cool. Curtis, man, gonna have to put, this is me now, right? I said, Chantal likes to hear I love you. And I want to say it, but I can't do it, bro. It's hard for me. Curtis, guess all I need? I need a reminder. That's all. I get up in the morning, Curtis, bro, and my alarm goes off.
Set your alarm.
My alarm goes off. Guess what it says, Curtis?
Tell Chantal.
Don't forget to tell your wife you love her. Bingo. Because my heart is there. My heart is there, but my subconscious mind has not caught up with my programs. It's not programmed. So I've got to build this program. I've got to get into that mindset that every morning I've got to make it a habit. I've got to make it a habit. I've got to make it a habit. So now when it's a habit, people will say, no, but it's just a form of habits. It's just a habit. No, it's not. Because I love her. Because I really do love her. So now when I get up in the morning, Curtis, bro, and I'm like, baby, I love you. It's meant to become a norm. Let me prove it now. Stop giving props to people who find it easy to say, I love you. They don't deserve props. I'm not putting them down, but they don't deserve props. It is a
yeah, because it's different. It's different fight.
It's different.
Because if it comes easy,
it's
there's no
natural.
effort.
It's a program.
Right?
It's a program. They grew up. There are some women who grew up hearing all the time. It is a program. Their daddy always told them, I love you. Curtis, my mom and dad did not hear I love you from their parents. Their mom and dad did not hear I love you from their parents. We did not hear I love you from my mom and dad. Anthony will tell you. But they did love us. But they never tell us that. My dad never
they didn't know how to say.
Boy, I love you. Boy, you know me love you, sir. My dad didn't say that, my guy. My mom didn't just come and say, Andrew, baby, I love you so much. My mom used to hug me, right? Watch this, guys, right? Let me go deeper, Curtis, right? I go to my house every time I'm flying out to preach. Any country, I go to my house, right? You know why? My dad always drops me a change. You see me, Curtis, fam? Like, oh, now you know, Curtis, you know, man. Oh, now, Curtis, you know, fam. My dad will be like, yo, sir, hold this. Like, yeah, take this. My mom now, Curtis, will come to me and give me a big old hug. Yeah. Oh, Curtis, fam. This is my mom, you know. Big man, I would die for my mom, Curtis, you know. If you know me, bro, right? Stood Solomon, bro. My mom, I love her to death, bro. But Curtis, bro, it's not a program for me, bro. My mom would give me a hug and I'll be like, yo, mom, like, in my mind, I'm like, yo, mom, like, man never used to do this back in the day, mom, and that, you know, fam. Like, man didn't get this. So I get and I love it because my mom is overriding her subconscious mind and she's now doing this program. But because I wasn't there yet, sorry. When I used to hug her, of course I hugged her, Curtis, bro. But in my mind, I was like, why does this feel so hard?
Yeah.
Like, why does this feel why do I feel out of place?
Yeah.
What you got to do, Curtis, so in forming a habit, right, in the brain, there's something called the synapse, right? Synapse, right? Now, the synapse, right? It's like two destinations in the brain, 2 points in the brain, and it's like an electrical current that travels from here over to here.
Yeah.
Right? So when you form a habit, because there's no connection, the first time a connection is made, right? The brain sees it as that was the hardest thing I've ever had to do.
Can't do it again.
That is why when you're starting a new habit, it is hard. Right? So guess what happens? The scientist, right? Dr. Eric Nestler puts it like this. If you were on two mountains, Curtis, right? Let me try and show you. So let's say, Curtis, right? You've got these two, right? You've got these two here, right? Yeah. Now let's say, for instance, right? There's no bridge. So for you to jump over here to this mountain, it's impossible, Curtis. You see that, Curtis? It's impossible.
Yeah.
Because your brain is not used to that. It hasn't made that journey. So the first time you're trying to build your bridge, Curtis, right? And let's say the builders are going to build a bridge, right? Their first journey over is going to be the hardest, no?
Yeah.
But then the second time is still going to be hard. But it's not going to be as hard as the first time. And then the more you go back over, guess what, Curtis, bro? The bridge. So guess when the habit is formed? When the bridge is built. So now the bridge is built, Curtis, you are now able to travel over like it's nothing, Curtis, bro. This is my point. They don't teach us this in marriage counseling. They didn't teach me this, bro. I'm being honest, bro. They didn't teach me this, bro. Trauma therapy has to be another thing before marriage counseling.
Standard.
Like, man, like marriage counseling will give you everything. No, it's not. Very quickly, Curtis, right? So when you're doing that habit, right? That's why when you are trying to say to your wife, baby, I love you, and it's hard. It's like, man, it's hard for me. Hang in there. Hang in there. Don't give up. If your thinker is right, your wife is saying to you, your cleaning is a joke, and that is the wedge between your marriage. Hey, listen, big man, you better learn how to clean that. There is no way around it. You have to be willing to go through the pain in the early stages of your habit. I am a testimony, Curtis, bro. The things that Chantel used to do to me 5 years ago, that would have caused me to pack my bags and leave. Curtis, she'll do some things And vice versa, you know. She'll do some things, Curtis, right? That is actually worse than that. But guess what, Curtis, I do now? I just bust two joke with her now.
That's what I'm saying.
Because my mind is at a certain place now where I'm like, it ain't even that deep, my bro.
Because you're seeing the experience different now.
Thank you, bro.
You're not seeing her as the enemy. You're seeing yourself.
Yes. Curtis, before I leave, right, I need to give you a sob story. I need to give some. I need not now, but remind me.
Okay. So have you got something to cover now? Because I got a couple questions for you.
Ask the questions.
Yeah. What made you get? Answer these as quick as you can, because I want to hear your thing. Yeah.
Yes, straight away.
What made you get help?
I'm an upfront guy. If you know me, I'm real. I don't hide. I'm not a hider. I don't care. I don't care what people think about me or what I've done. I'm not scared of nobody. So I always face my pain. I just didn't know how. You see it, Curtis? I've always wanted to heal from my pain, Curtis. I just didn't know how.
Right.
But what made me get help, Curtis, was meeting, hear me now, meeting someone who knew how. That was it. I wanted to get help. I just didn't know how. But when I met someone close to me who knew how, they just showed me, Fuller, I know your heart's in the right place, but I know you just don't know what to do. And they showed me. That was it. I was humble. That's number one. If you're not humble, forget this job. If you're not humble, forget this right now. I'm being honest. If you're not humble and you can't say sorry, forget this. That's a whole other ballgame, Curtis, bro. I thank God that I'm not like that. I'll be honest. I used to be kind of, but I always said, why was I always able to just say, you know what? Forgive each other. That is a trait that I can't even talk on too much. I haven't studied like that yet. I'll be real. You know my thing. I talk on what I know. But the whole, how do you overcome, you know, it's the similar principles. There are people who can't even accept they need help, Curtis, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, do you know how big that is, Curtis, fam?
Right there.
Man, them don't even think they're the problem. They're going counseling, brushing their wife.
Yeah.
So my thing is this, Curtis. This is me now. I don't look at it as Chantel's problems.
That's right.
I don't. Even when it is, I don't. It's irrelevant. No. It's not her. She loves me. It's the pain that she's not handled yet that's mashing me up. It's not her. Her heart loves me. My heart loves her.
Of course she loves you. Of course she loves her. Yeah. You know what? If people could see this in the depths of hell that they're going through,
that's right.
Problems will disappear quick, you know.
And they're looking for feelings in pain. They're looking for good feelings in pain. Once you get over that, breakthrough does not mean feeling good. You go far.
Deep.
So I've come out of marital madness and I was out of the pain. Sorry, I was out of the mess. But I still felt bad. Yeah. But I still had the victory.
Yeah.
Curtis.
Did you know that at the time though?
Yes, at the time. But back in the day I didn't, Curtis, though, bro.
Yeah.
But I'm saying now, even when we go through marital madness and I'm out of the other end, right? I don't always feel good, bro.
Yeah.
I don't always feel like I'm happy now. That your feelings and emotions are not indicators.
Yeah.
There are going to be days where you feel bad for no reason.
Yeah.
Don't let that dictate your love for your wife. It's
don't
don't
let that fool you like you're not in love.
This ain't no girlfriend and boyfriend thing, Curtis, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah. Breakthrough does not mean feeling good. Question. Did you speak to Chantel? Was there a breakthrough point where you just sat down with wifey and said, look, this is me. This is what I'm going through. In terms of when you were breaking through.
Yeah, many times. Even before that. My wife will tell you that I'm the talker. I'm the talker. You know that already anyway, Curtis. So stop laughing, Curtis. Why are you laughing? I'm the talker, Curtis, bro. If there's something to be said, I'm saying it, bro. The only time that I recoil my being open, remember I said, Curtis, is when someone hurts me, man. Remember I said before, Curtis? So when Chantal used to hurt me, if my mom hurts me, if my brother, if my man them hurts me, fam, they're going on timeout, my bro. I'm being honest. I'm being honest with you, bro. And I'm not there now, but I'm still getting over that.
And you're dealing with it.
And Curtis, guess what? I'm not afraid to say that. I'm not embarrassed to say that either.
We need more. But you know something? This is something I said. This is when we started this thing up.
Yeah.
Because Winnie and I are quite private.
Yeah.
Well, we're quite private. It was like, you know what? All this privacy is a killer, you know?
It is.
Because when you look around, no matter what, when people are wearing their suit and tie and smiling, that's the high level privacy right there. That's a killer. That is a killer for your own marriage, and that's a killer for all people watching you.
Yes.
Let's be honest. Everybody has to just be some degree honest.
Some degree. Because I believe there's some things that you can't just, you know, like, you know how it goes. But
you can't, listen, I'll be a dead man. Put it that way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it, man. So, yeah, Curtis, man. Any more questions there, my bro?
There's a lot of questions in there, you know, but I can't even follow them up now. But when it, you know, when Winnie and I, we've had a few arms in front of the kids with them around, and it, you know, significant enough for me to remember that. Oh, that wasn't good.
Yeah.
I remember Winnie said to me a few years ago. She said, "Let them see us make up."
Big man. It's why my guy Curtis, you know. The big man Curtis, you know, bro. You see that Winnie and Curtis? I got to cut you, Curtis, right?
Go on, man.
This is why I love you guys, right? Because you can go through the breaking. You can go through the house coming down. But when the house looks better than before, that's what counts. The comeback is always bigger than the breakdown. Always. But if you don't do the comeback, it's a wrap, my guy. Children will always remember the comeback. Always. If you don't do the comeback, they'll remember the breakdown. The reason why I always have bad memories of my parents back in the day is because I didn't see the comeback.
For real.
Like, big man, I only saw the argument and then it was school next day.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah. All right, it's on you now, bro.
Yeah, man. So, 2 stories, Curtis, right? My little girl.
You got to cry.
Yeah, man, my little girl, right? She came to me, Curtis, right, in the morning, and Chantel, bro, let me say it right now. Everybody should see their children like this. Your child ain't my child, Curtis, and you know I love your children, bro. But they're not my children. God's given them to you, for you to affirm them your way and the right way and the only major way. You set the standard of affirmation in their life. So when you hear me talking about my Amira, it is personal and it is biased. You see me, Curtis, bro? My little girl, bro, is so special. It is mind-blowing. I'm not even lying. I'm not just saying that either. Like to say, here we go again. I'm telling you. Let me tell you why, Curtis, right? Let me tell you why. How is it at 2 years old, bro? 2 years old. Me and Chantal weren't even talking. We wake up, bro. We wake up in the middle of the morning. Sorry, like 6 in the morning. Not talking, you know. Amira lays in the middle of us. She can't even talk too good, bro. I kid you not. She's not even talking like that. Curtis, she gets her hands. So she's in the middle, you know, of us laying back. She gets her hand, you know, around my head, gets her other hand around mummy's head, and she pushes them together. Curtis, bro, listen to me, Curtis, man. I can tell you like 6 more stories just like that. When she was 3 years old, we were arguing again. She didn't say a word. She came in the bed and then put my head, like she pushed my head, you know, and rested it on mummy's head. Curtis, these were the beginning stages of me understanding, Andrew, if you remember I said before, Curtis, if you don't change, you're going to blow up the house. Then this was the last one, Curtis, bro.
Go on.
When I left a few times, you know how men are. I always say, let me be the one to tell up my business. I was the one to say, you know what, big man, Curtis? Big man, I ain't built for this. Because I will blow up the house, and when the neighbors come outside, I will blow up their car, my guy. I will lick down man's door. I'm just being honest, bro. That's the angry me. My older brother will tell you about the angry me. It's not about road. It's not about gangster. It's not about that. That's why people got to get it from. Leave that alone. It's not about that. It's about trauma, bro, and pain, my bro. Even the gangster them. Stop looking at their knives and guns and cars and clothes. It's not even about that stuff. It's their pain. When you hear about murders and gun crime and knife crime, stop looking at the gangs and the postcodes. It's their pain.
Stop.
So why am I any different, Curtis, bro? If I've lived the lifestyle they've lived, and they've not healed, and I've not healed, why would I react different? Why would I be churchy? So when me and Chantal had the biggest argument of our marriage, it was like, I think we were 3 years in, Curtis, bro. Curtis, yeah, my business was booming at the time. Booming. Curtis, you know that I said, Curtis, bro? So Chantal, I am not coming back.
Where?
I jumped in my car, yeah? Jumped in my car, Curtis, bro. And I blew off. Packed my bag, you know, because big car. Just wardrobe in the whole car. If you know me and my clothes, it's a bit crazy. Man, I have to do like 4 trips and them things there. You get me? So imagine now, Curtis, right now. I am blowing, I'm going far, Curtis. Far. Curtis, the phone rings. The phone rings, Curtis, bro. Bearing in mind, Curtis, business is booming. But what I forgot to say, Curtis, there was like a month where there was like no money, there was breakdown, and that's just business. Curtis, I'm leaving now, Curtis, bro, and I get a phone call from Holland, Curtis, bro. From Holland, bro. Like foreign language and things, bro. Fuller, Mr. Fuller. I'm not going to name the order. I'm not going to say what they asked for because you're going to start saying I boast too much and them things there. But Curtis, bro, this woman made an order.
Sick order. You need help, bro.
I spun the car around, Curtis. Hey, Curtis, listen, bro. Listen. I spun the car around, Curtis, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I blew back home, Curtis. Bro.
Let's just make up quick.
Yeah, that's right. I went into the yard, Curtis, yeah. Mum was like, baby.
Yeah.
It's me. No, don't worry. It's not you. It's all me. Curtis, here's the principle.
Yeah, man.
Even if it was her, look how easy it was for me to even take on her pain and her problems. Curtis, seriously, bro. That was when I said the way that I learn is through my experiences. The reason why I speak so much, and let's say people are like, how do you know them things? Don't rate me. Don't say it's not because I'm like reading a million books and I'm in the scholar's lap. Bro, I learned these things from my pain. I know these answers because man's been there and man ain't scared to tell the story. And I'm sticking it on a lot of older men. I'm being honest.
Yes.
Where was you? Where were you when we young men were getting married young? Where were the older men? Where were not you, Curtis, bro? Because you
No.
You and Anita were my guys. You know that. No, but you know that, Curtis, bro, and I'm bigging you up for a reason because when you and Curtis were always there for for the likes of me and Solomon. You remember the times, Curtis, bro, when I used to question you, man, and you man used to shed light on things. My point is this: how on earth is there a whole generation of broken men who have no older men to talk to? That's a joke. That's a joke, Curtis, bro. Man learned these things from my own trials and tribulations. And I'm happy to say so, but it shouldn't just be like that, man. It shouldn't just be like that, bro.
Bro, you and I are the first generation doing this.
Wow.
Since when?
Since ever.
Since ever. For black people, at least 600 years.
Yes.
600 years after slavery and before slavery, were the first time we're sitting down as West Indians.
Yeah, man.
Slaves.
Curtis, it's a joke, and I want to rub it in the wounds more. I'm sorry, man. It's a joke. It is a joke. Men get the worst rap. Women, let's be honest. Women, let's just be honest. Men get the worst rap.
Yeah.
Men get the worst rap. That's not a debate. Men get the worst rap.
Yeah.
Facts of life. No one can debate that, Curtis, bro. Men get the worst rap because of their pain, their mess, their this, their that. But then men have never had people there for them to show them any different.
Yeah.
So then when they fail, guess what society do? Black women and black men. They put the black man down.
Yeah.
We need women, I'm being honest, who are on the level, put aside the relationships. I'm talking about just family and friends. We need women who are willing and able to look past the mess in some of these younger men.
Okay.
And search out for them and show them the way. Teach them. Women who are willing to tell them, listen, you might be living a bad life and you're doing a bit of wild stuff, but you're a king. You're powerful. You got potential. Curtis, I'm being honest with you, bro. I've had 3 men. Yes, 3 men. Curtis, only 3. Curtis, 3 men in my life to pattern me about manhood, fatherhood, and marriage. Whoa, Kurt. What are you telling me, my bro?
Yeah.
What I'm saying to you is this. Men who are double my age are still going through what I'm going through.
Bro, I'm just going to say, is they can't tell you because they don't know themselves. Come on.
And that's why now I'm not really getting at them.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying, it's still a joke.
Yes,
Curtis, bro. If men stand up, bro, I'm telling man, bro, if men stand up and rise up and get healing, the next generation gets fixed. Curtis, this is not an opinion, bro. The little gunmen on the roads today are like that because their parents, their fathers are still trying to live this bad man life as well. Their fathers are not living the life. Fatherhood, bro, is no joke. And I want to shout out the women, of course, because mothers have been saying this, Curtis, forever.
They're doing it now.
And they're doing something about it. Yeah, but the sad thing is this, Curtis, bro, there's something about the love of a man. Curtis, I know time's running out, Curtis, but I need to give you 3 facts. 3 facts, Curtis.
We got 15 minutes.
Yeah, man. Quick 3 facts in 30 seconds, Curtis, man. Fact number 1, right? Fact number 1, right? Mother and father do not have the same impact on their daughters and their sons. They don't.
It's different.
This is not my opinion. If you don't agree, it's okay. Do your research and you'll find the truth.
Yeah.
Girl and boy, both lean naturally towards the father's love.
Dude.
For those that didn't know that, that is girl and boy. They both long for the father's love more than the mother's love. This is why there is an attack on manhood, Curtis, bro. This is why men get a bad rap, because men who are broken are being told that they're broken by the one specimen of beauty and greatness who they only want to please. Men only want to please their women. But the man narrative, I'm talking for many men, they believe that women don't rate them and women don't put them up there and women don't, think that they're able. So what men do, they're double battered now because they are doing the wrong thing. And on top of that, they're being told that they're doing the wrong thing by the one person who they're trying to do the right thing for.
Yeah.
And then men are forced, I'm not justifying it, then men are forced to give up and then leave the family home and hurt their daughter's life and hurt their son's life. And then the woman now, triple now, comes with a 3rd attack. And you've left your kids. So now the father is a bad man anyway. He's failed his wife, he's failed his kids, and now he's left family home. What more are we gonna attack the man with? What more? Am I justifying the man? No. But compassion means look past the problems and heal your black brothers.
Yeah.
Find them help. I can boldly say that, Curtis, bro. Men and women should not be at war for authority. Marriage is not about who is top, because nobody's top. God is top, right? God is top. You have your power, I have my power. You do you and I do me, right? And that's mistake number one. Men need to understand their responsibility. We are not just a little minor necessity, bro. We are pivotal to the family circle. If the man ain't there, it's a wrap. So I want to let all men know, listen, stop being hard on yourself. Don't let nobody take away your manhood. Don't let no one take away your manhood. You are a man anyway, even if you're broke, even if you're on whatever you're on, even if you ain't got a job, even if you ain't got no money, even if you shout sometimes, listen, you are a man. You are a man anyway. That's who you are. But you can become a better man. That's number one curse. Number two is this curse, bro. Number two, this curse, bro. Don't miss this curse, bro. Prime example. If the woman, right, let's just say prime example, right? Let me do it for the church people. If, Curtis, right, the mum leaves church, but the dad stay with the kids in church, guess what, Curtis? The children will stay in church. But Curtis, guess what, Curtis, bro? Guess what, Curtis? When the dad leaves church,
It's broke, bro.
and the mum stays in church, Curtis, this is Christian statistics, by the way. Christian statistics, right? The children will eventually bounce. Yeah.
Man's got power, you know.
Curtis, this is my point.
You got to get over your stuff.
How can men think and women think, right, that for a man to be a man, it's just about what they're doing and what they're earning and what they bring to the table? No, men have to understand that God has given the man ability from just being a man. He has made you worthy to step into manhood from youthhood, right?
Yeah.
So think about this. When you became a man, did you get in your first job make you a man? Or you get in your first house make you a man? The danger with that, Curtis, is men who are not men on the inside get things like big cars, big job, big house. They got big money now. And then the woman now says, that's a man. Yep, that's a man, you know, because he's rich. You know, he provides. Foolishness. What is that man going to do, God forbid, when they go through some wilderness experiences where there's no money and there's no food? That's when women start now doubting their men, saying, you see that there? There's no money, there's no this, there's no clothes, there's no this. You ain't no man. You see that, guys? Stop stripping manhood if you didn't give manhood. You see it, guys? Women, you did not make men. Don't strip manhood from men. And men, you didn't make women. So don't be dictating who's a woman out here and who's not a woman out here. Right? And then my last one, Curtis, bro. My last but not least, Curtis, bro. And I mean this, bro. And I'm trying to put this in the right way, Curtis, man. And I mean this, bro.
Hey,
why it's serious to me?
Yeah,
sorry, bro. Why it's serious to me, Curtis, man, is because this is the big problem we're talking about just in the past 5 minutes. I promise you, Curtis. There's animosity. There's like black men have a gripe against black women, and black women, this is not opinion, have a gripe against black men, and most of those stem from our fathers and our mothers. So how I experience my dad or my mom, I will pour that on Chantel, my expectations. So Chantel's view of a man comes from her dad. If I don't move like that, it's a wrap, my guy. I'm telling you, man, that's how it goes scientifically. And this is the last thing I want to say, Curtis, bro. And I mean this, bro. For me, Curtis, right? Marriage is not no play thing. You see, like failing. You see when you fail. I believe in marriage, failure, bucking your tooth, banging your head is how you grow.
Yeah.
So let me prove it, Curtis. The people who get divorced are sometimes justified. Don't get me wrong. There's some things where people have to leave, Curtis, a lot.
True.
More time, people leave because they're just tired and they don't want to fight.
Yeah.
They don't want to fight. What I'm saying is this: if it's worth fighting for, fight for your life. Fight for your life. Stop bringing in people into your marriage as well. Last one, Curtis. Sorry, bro.
Go on, bro. You got
It's your
50.
marriage.
You got, bro. Go on.
It's your marriage. Like, how can I bring in, right? How can I bring in, if it's a Brixton and Peckham beef, how can I go and seek counsel from Tooting? Tooting don't understand the dynamics. Tooting don't know how deep this runs. It has to be someone in the house. If it's an in-house beef, it can only truly be sorted out in-house. Girls, when you start going outside the house and talking to your friends, and guys, when you go to your mum and you go to your dad, they're going to be biased more time. But you've got to learn, right, to realize. My brother Anthony Fuller told me this story, right, when he was in Awkward. A preacher preached this story, and then the girl was calling her father. No, the son was calling her father, saying, "Dad, she's talking to me like a boy. She's doing this. She's doing that. She don't treat me good. She don't cook me food. She don't do that. Marriage is hell. Dad, I'm coming home." Listen, Curtis. Listen. The son said, "Daddy, I'm coming home." Curtis, guess what the dad said? "You are home." You see it, Curtis?
Come on.
You are home.
Make that work. Make that work.
What do you mean? Work
that
it out.
work.
Marriage is not a straight road. It's a maze. It's a maze.
Make that work.
It's a maze. But the maze has an ending. Marriage is a maze because God wants you to fight it out and to work it out. The Lord wants you to not know the way sometimes. The Lord needs you to go through some broke times. The Lord's going to need you to go through some I'm hurt times. The Lord needs you to go through that, because the trying of your faith, the trying of your
patience,
faith
bro.
works patience. And marriage needs patient people.
Work scripture, bro.
You see that, Kurt? So for me, Curtis, that is it. My last message is this: I'm not perfect. Chantel ain't perfect. Curtis ain't perfect. Juanita ain't perfect. But guess what? We love each other to death. End of story. That's it. I love her to death. That's it. You heard it here first. And I mean that. I mean that. I'm not perfect, but I love this woman. That's it. That's me, Curtis, bro.
Bro, see me. Let me drop a little. I'm convinced.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That marriage is just another route to salvation.
Wow.
What do I mean by that? I mean, you see, when couples do this, yeah, see that?
Mm-hmm.
You want to run away from that.
Yeah.
Sparks and heat and noise. That's what friction is, right? You see that? That makes you beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. Like you said, some people have to walk away.
Yes.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, me neither.
Unless your life is in danger, or at least I know. But apart from that, I don't know who that is. But what I will say is that if anybody is going through anything, this will take you to Christ.
Wow.
If you stick.
Wow. It will.
Because what you're doing is you're going to learn how to work this out till it's more like this. You're going to learn how to do it. You can learn how to do it.
That's good.
And I'm not just, I don't want to just say to people, it's hard. I want to say to people, it's hard for a very good reason. Don't be deluded by thinking because it's hard that it's not, this ain't the right one.
Wow. You're teaching, Curtis, bro.
Let's know that sometimes, yes, I'm being prepared for the kingdom in this process.
My Lord.
Interestingly, Christ said, I should write a book, you know.
Yeah, man.
Christ said, husbands, love your wives. As Christ of the church. Oh my God. And you know, what did the church do? Church is fornicating, church is doing some madness. Forever. And then Christ says, love them as I love the church. So whenever you see someone on their back foot doing nonsense, you know what Christ does? He sees Israel, yeah? He looks at us as his people, and he looks at us and he's like, I'm upset with you, but I know why you're doing it.
Wow.
That's why I ain't destroyed you. Because like, look, I'm still working. Christ is still here working with us. So I don't only see myself here as I want to get love. I want to be happy. I'm actually here to help my wife make it to the kingdom. This is one of the paths of salvation for those of us who are on this path. I could talk all night, bro. Anthony, sorry, bro. That's different.
No,
Andrew,
that's all right, man.
that's calm. He's a nice. Listen, Andrew.
Yeah, man.
Send me a link to your beard balm thing.
Yeah, man. The bigger link that I want to promote, Curtis, right? You know the beard balm thing. You know the beard cream thing. You know the beard cream thing just does its thing anyway, bro, man.
Okay, what you got?
Like, let God handle that side, Curtis.
What you got? What you got?
Hood lessons, my bro.
Hood lessons.
Yeah, man. That's where
give us a synopsis, bro.
Yeah, man. Childhood, brotherhood, manhood, fatherhood. That's it. That's hood lessons. Right?
Hey.
That's it. Hood lessons. We're trying to teach young people, men especially, not because women aren't there for help or they don't need help, because we know that when men get got, right? When men get it, more time the family home gels together. So we're going for the men. We're going for the big beast. Go for Goliath. Cut down the main root. Things fall into place. So
it's your ministry.
That's ministry. But it's not ministry for church. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So hood lesson ain't, you guys know me. I'm from, like, you know, I do church. Hood lessons isn't church.
Right.
It is nothing to do with church or service or Christianity or, no. Hood lessons is for men who have gone through trauma and pain, and you got youths on the road, you got young children, and you want to jump on board a personal development program that will change your life forever.
Where are we going to find this?
You'll find this online, right? Hoodlessons.com. And we have an event, right? Tomorrow with the big boss, right? And I want to just give it a little plug. Tomorrow, please, 10 a.m. in the morning, right? You need to be on the Hood Lessons Facebook page, right? Eddie Hippolyte is going to be chopping with us.
Eddie.
And Professor of Life, Izini Curtis, right? He's going to be chopping up with us, just literally giving us a real life story, a real life lesson on life. That's it. Teaching men how to be men, teaching children how to be children, teaching parents how to be parents. This is for men and for women. I'm inviting you. I am telling you, it is going to be amazing. I will be in Curtis's shoes, and Eddie will be in my shoes. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
So that's tomorrow.
Tomorrow, 10 a.m. on the Hood Lessons Facebook page. If you want the Zoom link, right? It's gonna be through Zoom. If you want the link, right, DM me. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a quick facts, right? The Zoom, when we do these meetings, the Zoom gets packed out. So don't message me in the morning. You got to message me now for the link, right? Because the Zoom room gets packed out. So yeah, guys, man, thanks so much, Curtis, for having me. I mean that, bro. It's a privilege. I have looked up to you guys, and I still look up to you guys, and I see you guys as one of my go-tos. If I am down in the dumps and I'm in a mess, you know that you guys are on the bird call. Just to let you guys know, Juanita and Curtis are in my pocket when I'm in a mess. I am down in the dumps. I know I can find relief in these powerful young people of God. Come on, I say.
Wow, young. I like the young.
That's right.
Keep it young.
That's right,
bro. I think this thing gonna cut off in a minute, so I'm gonna thank. Right, bro. I'm gonna thank all people that have been watching. If you want to know, just DM my man, because someone says that, what if you don't have Facebook? Boy,
no, that's when you can get the Zoom call.
You can get the Zoom link, right? So you have to message him tonight. Or else.
That's right.
Gonna say, brother, we will talk, innit?
Much love, Curtis, bro.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, take care, man. Have a good one.
Peace. Oh, people, thank you so much, right? We're back on tomorrow until next Monday. Now, tomorrow I'm with a Pastor Nick Stolzer from the US, where he's going to be joining us in his free time. I think everyone's got free time now, innit? Because it's, you know what I mean, quarantine life. But yeah, listen, thank you all so much. I've got 10 seconds remaining. Tomorrow night, we're going to be talking deep again. And then on Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday next week is singles week. Singles week, question and answers. It's going to be fun. It's going to be deep. God bless you all before this thing kicks me off.